What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. My name is of course Paul. Today it's a simple what's on my iPhone video. It's the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. We're going to take a look at what's on it, what case is on it, screen protected, etc. We're going to go through it all. I'm not going to show you everything because I've already done many videos in the past. I'll leave them linked down below. But I have changed things up this year since getting the 12 Pro Max. So without any further ado, let's jump into it and let's throw the phone there. Right, okay, so now as you can see from the home screen, what I've gone and done is set up a row of widgets down one side. This took me a while to do. I had to create a separate screen and add everything in, but I managed to get it done. So the clock at the very top, so when you click on the clock it goes straight to the world clock, but you've also got your alarms, etc. You can go into it that way, and I've took away the actual clock app. I've got rid of it completely, and now I just use that. Same with the weather app underneath, goes straight to the weather app, shows me the weather today in Liverpool. It's not looking great. Tomorrow's okay, Friday, nil and void. But then you scan over and I've got the weather for Orlando as well, even though we haven't been there this year. Now normally, this time of year, I'm normally there right now for IAPA and stuff like that, for Orlando tourists, but I'm not, I'm here, which is why I've chosen to do 5 videos this week just on the iPhone, because the launch day was Friday just gone. So I figured I'll get a lot of videos done now and get them out the way and see if that's any good for the channel in terms of views, subscribers, etc. Whether it builds them up or whether it's still the previous videos from a while ago that's bringing people in. So it's just something new that I wanted to try out. So then underneath that is of course the podcast app. Click it, takes you straight to the podcasts. And I did get rid of the podcasting app as well. I just took it off the phone completely, and I just have this row here. It's almost like having giant apps. So that's why I've done it that way. And then on the right hand side is a list of apps that I use all the time, constantly in there. That's why they're on the main screen, and that's why they're in that row. So starting off at the top, messages, FaceTime, WhatsApp, constantly on WhatsApp. There's loads of WhatsApp groups and stuff like that flying around. So that's why I'm in there constantly. Waze is my navigation app of choice, always has been, always will be. I also use it in the car. I may do a what's in my car video, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing now and turn the notifications on so you don't miss future upcoming videos, especially with the car. And if there's anything you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comments section. Then I've got YouTube, always on YouTube watching videos, looking at different stuff. Twitter, I'm on Twitter constantly. This is why I run through a battery on a phone really quickly. If you're not following me on Twitter, I'll have it linked somewhere along here, and it's also in the description down below. Come over, follow me, we'll talk on there. I'm always down to talk to anyone, so it's all good. The camera app, always in the camera app. I've got a 4K cinematic coming up sometime as well this week on the new iPhone, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The calendar app, I did want to put a big widget in, but there's just too many widgets going on. So calendar app, the notes app, always taking notes, whether it be for upcoming videos, planning thumbnails, you name it, there's notes in there constantly. My photos app, just in case I need it to access some photos and send them over to Lightroom. YouTube Studio, constantly in YouTube Studio as well, either changing a thumbnail, changing a title, replying to you guys constantly as well. I'm always in the YouTube Studio. It never really takes me that long to reply to a comment. Ford Pass Pro is for the car. It alerts me to any service and updates, any alarm activations, anything going wrong with the car, tyres, etc., what the fuel level is like, where it's parked. Ford Pass Pro app will tell me that. So moving across to my next screen, this is the last screen. I've only got 2 screens, but let's go back 1 minute and let's go along with the dock, because I've never done the dock. So the phone app, Gmail with its new app icon, Safari, and of course Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, linked here for you guys to go over. Follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, reply to some pictures. I'm planning on, in January, I've put it in the notes folder of something I want to do for 2021, is try and post a photo every single day, whether that be lifestyle, cars, technology, anything at all. I'm going to try and post every single day at around 12 o'clock every single day in the UK time. There'll be a post going live, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Fingers crossed I can pull that off, but you never know. So then up at the top, my contacts, I've got an Apple folder. This is where just the Apple apps that I don't want to get rid of live. So voice memos, the Measure app calculator, Apple Watch. I do have the Series 6, but I haven't linked it to the phone just yet, but that will be getting done soon. The wallet app for my bank card and stuff. Apple HomeKit for lights and whatnot. Apple Health, Apple TV, Apple Books, the Files app. It syncs along from my MacBook to my iPad to my iPhone. Apple Translate could come in handy somewhere on the way. Apple support shortcuts and reminders. I did have a video planned for shortcuts. Moving along, I've got a business folder. In here you've got Anchor, the podcast is on the way. I'm still working on a few episodes right now. I just don't want to just release one, I want a few to carry on going, and then we start it properly then. Adobe Fill and Sign to sign some documents. Parcel to keep track of any parcels coming. Fiverr, Patreon, there is a Patreon page incoming, and it's going to offer you some perks if you follow along to the channel and the podcast. Contributor, Dropbox, Scan Pro, Speed Test, Fonts, Font Case, Snapwire, and of course the original Apple Mail, which I have got a couple of emails linked into the connected folder. DJI Ronin, DJI Mimo, the connected Ronin S, and the Osmo Pocket and Osmo Action. Blink controls my CCTV. Front row, my headphones, which are the Sony WH-1000 Mark IIIs. They go through the app store and change some stuff and update them. Google Home and my Nextbase, the Nextbase dashcam that's currently in the car. Entertainment, my tuner radio and 0000 tunes, which allows me to listen to US radio stations. So looking for that can get me US TV stations, the likes of TBS, etc. Disney Plus app, IMDb, and of course Shazam. The finance folder I won't go into, that's just full of me banking apps and stuff. Next up is games, Among Us. I am enjoying Among Us. I don't really go in for mobile games, but I'm really enjoying Among Us. It's actually on the Note 20 Ultra as well. It's also on the iPad. The Xbox app, iFruit app, which hasn't seemed to work in a while. They need to update that. And Twitch. I do watch a lot of Twitch gaming. Navigation is just Apple Maps and Google Maps. Just in case I need them in the future, they're there. My Orlando folder I won't go into. Photo and video, I'll just run through a few apps. Lightroom, I'm in there constantly. Fonto is to add words to a picture. Photoshop Mix, I'm pretty okay with that. Double Take allows you to use all the cameras on the phone and record different angles. That's going to come in handy for an upcoming video soon. Focus is truly fantastic. If you haven't took a portrait photo and you want to blur out the background a little bit, Focus is where to do it. There's also Focus Video as well. Fantastic app. Retouch is super for those things that you don't want to throw into Photoshop and do. You just want like a quick edit, taking out like a lamppost in a car picture. Retouch can do that. Other than that, Dolby On is also a good app to check out as well if you record a lot of audio. It allows you to record Dolby sound. So obviously with the new iPhone you've got Dolby Vision, and then you can have Dolby Sound as well. So record the audio track separate, and you've got Dolby on both sides. The shopping app folder is just eBay, Amazon, the Apple Store, and Very and stuff like that. My social folder, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, Reddit, and Discord as well. And then we've got my Apple Music app. I do use Apple Music on the iPhone, and I use Spotify on the Android phone. The App Store, the Settings app, and then these are two new apps I've just recently got, which I'm waiting to check out, which is hashtag expert, especially for putting pictures on Instagram. You want to make sure you get the best hashtags. I always put 3 dots and then the hashtags are underneath, so you never really see them. And then Photoshop Camera allows you to do some cool things with the camera using Photoshop. But that's pretty much it as to what apps and stuff are on the phone. I've got the black leather Apple case on the phone right now. That video is linked above here for you guys to check out. I've done that a couple of days ago. This is a fantastic case. I always go for the leather one. I didn't think they were going to make it this year, but thank God they did. And then on the front is the Caseology tempered glass screen protector. Fantastic screen protector. It's the phone really well. I don't feel like I've got any issues with fingerprints or not on. They just seem to be not there, which is great for me because I'm always constantly wiping the phone. Then you find a micro abrasion scratch, but for this one, it seems to be working out pretty well. I'll leave links in the description down below to the Caseology screen protectors and some cases for the new iPhones. and also you can find all the other videos that I've done with the iPhone linked down below. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like this, drop a like. If you loved it, drop a sub, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you all in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow, and then the last one will be Friday. We go into a new week then after that, and there's plenty more videos still to come, but obviously with the car and other various bits and pieces that are on the way right now, like the HomePod Mini. Which, talking of HomePod Mini, I'm assuming that's what's just arrived. So make sure you stay tuned for that, guys. So thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Stay safe and bye.